What is the Srimad Bhagavatam? The Bhagavata Purana, also known as the Srimad Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavata Mahapurana, or simply Bhagavata, is one of the 18 great Puranas. This Srimad Bhagavatam is the literary incarnation of God, and it is compiled by Sage Vedavyasa, or going by his original name of Krishna Dvaipayana, said to be the incarnation of God. It is meant for the ultimate good of all people, and it is all successful, all blissful, and all perfect. So, who exactly is Krishna Dvaipayana? Let's start off with his name. Krishna means darkness, and he gets his name Krishna because of his dark complexion. What race does this make him? The truth is, I don't know, because all the Puranas and Vedas combined describe around 200,000 different human species and cover the entire universe in their stories. As for the cosmology of the universe in these texts, it is completely different than our current understanding of it, and it aligns very well with other religions like the Abrahamic ones, the Greeks, the Norse, the Tibetan, the Buddhist, and many others. I will explore that later in a different video. Sage Krsna Dvaipayana got his title as Vedavyasa after he compiled the single eternal Veda into 4 separate books: Rigveda, Samaveda, Yajurveda, and Atharva Veda. What exactly are the Vedas and Puranas? The Vedas are said to be the revealed scriptures by God to enlighten men and women of ages past. The Puranas are said to be the conclusion or the completion of the Vedas. Sage Krsna Dvaipayana is stated to be the 28th Vedavyasa in the current Manvantara. What is a Manvantara? A Manvantara is a cyclic period of time identifying the duration, reign, or age of a Manu, the progenitor of mankind. In each Manvantara, there are 7 new chief sages or enlightened beings, many deities, a new Manu or the progenitor of mankind, and Indra, the king of the deities or angelic beings, and he resides in Devloka, the world right above us, accessible by climbing the Mandara mountain, also called Mount Meru, Sumeru, Olympus, or the Yggdrasil tree, and is stated to be the center of the universe and the connector to all the different worlds above and below us. Some texts state that the Mount Mandara and Mount Meru or Sumeru are different mountains, but we will explore that in different videos. All of these above mentioned, like Indra, Manu, the deities, and the 7 chief sages, are renewed every Manvantara, and the previous ones perish in a universal deluge lasting 1,728,000 human years. Note that this deluge must not be confused with the deluge of the Bible, since this happens at a universal scale and is much greater and longer lasting. Each Manvantara is distinguished by the Manu who rules/reigns over it, of which we are currently in the 7th Manvantara of 14, which is ruled by Vaivasvata Manu. The 7th Manvantara which we are in is ruled by Vaivasvata Manu. Each Manvantara lasts for 306,720,000 years and has 71 world cycles or Mahayugas within it. What's a world cycle? A world cycle comprises of 4 ages or yugas within it: Krita, Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, and Kali Yuga. Each world cycle lasts for 4,320,000 human years, and we are currently in the Kali Yuga, a degraded age full of conflict and sin with the fallen mankind. This Kali Yuga, which lasts for 432,000 years, is believed to have started some 6,000 something years back after the passing of Sri Krishna and gone into full effect after the death of Maharaja Parikshit, the ruler of the entire human world at the time. I will get to the characters of Sri Krishna and Maharaja Parikshit later. This Sri Krishna is not to be confused with Krishna Dvaipayana or Vedavyasa, the compiler of the 4 Vedas. The average human age in the previous age, called the Dwapara Yuga, was 1,000 years, and this correlates with the early events of the Bible, which happened some 6,000 something years ago, and is proven by guys like Noah, who were from the previous age of Dwapara Yuga, living for close to 1,000 years. It is said that the Manu, or the progenitor of mankind during this Manvantara, lives throughout the 306,720,000 years. So yes, he is alive out there somewhere, even right now. He has his own story, and he's the only human alive from the previous Manvantara. Maybe his wife Shraddha is alive too, but I'm not sure. I'll get to his story later. I said that there were 14 Manvantaras, right? 14 in what exactly? The age of the universe? No, there are 14 Manvantaras in a Kalpa. What exactly is a Kalpa? I'll also get to that later in a different video. All Manvantaras are preceded by and followed by a universal deluge that lasts for 1,728,000 human years. Coming back to Sage Krishna Dvaipayana, there have been 27 others like him that bore the title of Vedavyasa before him, and they get this title when in every third age of a world cycle or in the Dwapara Yuga, they divide the one Veda into four portions because they know that the limited perseverance, energy, and application of mortals in Kali Yuga due to their fallen nature makes it very hard for them to grasp one enormous unbroken text. But even after splitting the Veda into four portions, how many of you have read even one portion of it? I surely haven't, which just shows how limited and weak we are in this age because of our sins. Also, since there have been 28 Vedavyasas so far, including Sage Krishna Dvaipayana, it must mean that we are in the 28th world cycle of the 7th Manvantara, since a Vedavyasa comes around in every third age of a world cycle or the Dwapara Yuga. Also, Sage Krishna Dvaipayana is not a part of the seven chief sages of a Manvantara, also called the Saptarishi. Those guys are far older and colder than him. Colder is American slang for cooler, by the way. I will get to those guys later, they have their own stories. But for now, I think that this is enough. In the next video, I will get to the birth of Sage Krishna Dvaipayana and his relation to the Srimad Bhagavatam Mahapurana and how the Purana came to be compiled.